Then the rest, we used to eat in the restaurant up there. The old, what was it called?
I've been dying to meet someone who actually.
Oh yeah, I came down in here. I came down in here probably about 20 years ago when they were remodeling where the beauty shop is now, and I came down in here. We kind of crawled down here. I was a little younger, and we got down in here, and there were bowling pins laying everywhere. And so I got bowling pins. I donated them to the Oakdale Museum. Okay, yeah, and so we got them. So this is how we came down right here, huh? Okay. Now, was these stairs here just now or recently, or is it always?
Stairway.
Oh, okay. Well, it would be the access because the public, I can tell you.
Yeah, back stairway.
Yeah. Now, back here is where the pin said.
Yeah, that's the way the public came in. Because
So I kept everything as high as I could, just to try to protect what I could of this.
Okay.
So all my
All the, yeah.
and everything are as high as I could get them.
So that you could kind of preserve the bowling alleys, so to speak.
Yeah, and you know, we've set up some pins and thrown balls and.
Have you? And look at, now you've had this done. You actually paid people to come down and clean all this up.
Absolutely.
Oh man, God bless you.
We vacuumed every inch of it. Now it's gotten dirty again just because of all the construction.
Oh, but it's not as bad as when I came down here
couldn't walk, huh?
20 years. Oh no. And you had to
And I
be
relit
really,
it
really.
all.
Yeah, new lighting. Oh my
See, we
gosh.
have a lot of equipment around here, so I really needed it for, you know, there's so much refrigeration in this building, and we put, instead of putting it on the roof, they're way more efficient down here where it's nice and cool.
I
It
agree.
lasts a lot longer. And so
Cold air falls.
That's what all that stuff is around there, and you'll see it all around here. And we tried it.
Now, this is kind of cool over here because this is where the stairs were.
Yeah.
This is where the public came in. But then this is another occupancy. Is this where the dancing
That's
kids
the
are?
dance studio.
well, that's where the old restaurant used to be.
Yeah, the cafe is up there and to the right.
Down from here.
Actually,
Yeah.
it was left and right. When you go up, this was right in the center of the cafe.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big wall around it, you know, and walk down.
Now, what do you suppose this was in the old days? Clear over here on this side.
You know, I have, there was rows of shelves here with some stuff on it, but boxes of old receipts, you know,
Okay.
coffee and toast, 25 cents.
Okay.
A bunch of old.
Oh, yeah.
We
25
boxed
cents.
it all up, but,
It's capped. I hope you cap it.
oh yeah. It's over.
And same way with this room in here?
Flooded many times.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is all about. We fixed, it was coming in all along the sidewalk.
Oh, the moisture.
You can see how that concrete is kind of deteriorating.
Yeah.
And back in this corner especially, but I've got it all focused now to one corner. And
Okay.
I think we figured it out. They actually ran a drain line under the roof that comes down the front of the building, and it's supposed to turn and go under the sidewalk. It just goes in the ground.
Oh.
I'll bet they redid that sidewalk a few, 20 years ago or 30 years ago, and they never attached the pipe to it.
Okay.
So that water just comes straight into the ground.
Do you go by Rich or Richard?
Rich.
Rich. Okay. You don't mind if I call you Rich.
So
Man, this
right now,
is
it's all
great.
staying dry.
This is great. Now, us in the public, we never saw this. We were in the bowling alley part, came down the stairs over there. So what do you suppose all this was? Just
I just
different.
built this.
Oh, you built this.
This is the stairwell, and there was a wall right around here that sectioned off, see this set of stairs over here?
Uh-huh.
So before the hobby store, there was an access to this basement down here. Now,
Okay.
those stairs.
Oh, I see. It would have been access for the occupants upstairs. Yeah. Well, see, we can remember at that time of the bowling alley, there was a hardware store straight up above here. Yeah. Yeah. Hardware store. Yeah. So they would have had a lot of stuff down here. And so they would have used these stairs over here to access this?
That would have been before turns.
Oh, yeah. Al Buer.
Yeah.
Al Buer was up here.
And there's just a floor over that stairwell too.
Uh-huh. And so all these little rooms here, that's kind of crazy.
Part of this, because, this part of the inn here, I mean, in the ancient times.
So do you suppose the people from the hardware store or whatever, now, is this something you're building now?
I just built this, yeah.
Okay, hey, you guys, this is the stairs that he's going to build. Now, are you going to have tours or something or access from the restaurant? Is Boudin going to, because Boudin rented this as well, didn't
Yeah,
he?
it came with it. It's all part of his deal.
Okay.
Looking for a light switch for the other side. Which
So
I think
what's
got
the
that.
ultimate plan for this down here?
Well, here's the trouble with this basement. I've got one legal stairwell now,
Which is going to be that one.
that one. And this is where just things like the Coke products, those bags of Coke and those kinds of things. The boxes.
Don't say bags of Coke. In today's world, that means something else.
Oh, yeah, yes. Why did I say that? Boxes
Coca-Cola.
of Coca-Cola. Thank you. For that.
Yeah, he was a hippie living in Haight-Ashbury in the old.
So anyway, there'll be some utility use to this, and we're storing some things to go upstairs.
Now, what's going to be up here? Is this where the bistro restaurant's going to be?
Well, I'll show you all that.
Okay.
This is just kind of a service thing. The trouble with ever using this basement is you have to have 2 stairwells, and yet they have to be, you measure diagonally the distance, you divide by 3, and those stairs have to be whatever that 1/3 number is. They have to be that far
Wide.
apart.
Yeah.
And so that back stairwell is
Meaning
not.
farther apart as opposed to closer together?
Yeah, they can't be too close together. So that back stairwell isn't a legal stairwell.
No, it's not legal.
And so I don't know, certainly we could come up with something. And then when you offer a service on one floor that you don't offer on another floor, you have to have an elevator.
I was gonna say, do you have to have an elevator too?
If we ever used any.
Yeah.
Am I going too far, too fast? Is Matt Boudin thinking about maybe having some private meals down here or something?
You know, I don't think he couldn't do it officially because you
Health
really
department.
can't occupy. In fact, the architect had a conniption over this. You know, I don't know, you gotta wall this off because you can only have so many square feet.
From the stairs to come down.
Yeah. So I don't know what she's gonna come up with, you know, but it's, without 2 legal exits and an elevator, you can't officially really do anything with it.
Okay. So it's just going to be looky-loo stuff.
Yeah, you know, the potential is here.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
show you next, the front of the hobby store is gonna be a banquet hall. Now,
Banquet hall.
I started out, Matt called me and said, hey, Rich, I'm part of a restaurant and I just want to remodel a restaurant. Well, it was the old sandwich shop.
Cafe Bliss.
Cafe Bliss. So all I was doing, I just started out doing that. And then I realized that there was 15 feet on the back of the building that belonged to Pam, and said, you know, Matt, if you wanted to change the elevation, because remember that was a flat wall with 1 door in it.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to jazz this up and create some more seating, we could build a building back here. And so that was our second permit, and it took like 9 months to get it drawn through the planning commission and permitted. Wow. And that was part of our delay here.
Now, is Matt Bodine paying the bill on all that?
Well, he's made a deal with Pam to where, yeah.
And Pam is who?
The owner of the.
Oh, Pam Thomas.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they've got an arrangement, and I don't know what that is actually, but yeah, Matt's the guy that's paying me. So,
Okay.
that was the second permit.
So does he live here in Oakdale?
Yeah.
Okay.
The third permit is the back half of the hobby store, because when he got the hobby store, you know, this started out as a little tiny kitchen, little tiny dining room, well, now it's huge, and so it's
Yeah.
got a big, I'll show you,
Yeah.
it's a big.
Jay
kitchen.
Gilbert was kind of telling me about the first part of the project, you know, it was going to be just that same footprint that he took over from Cafe Bliss. And then you guys got started. I'm sure you were the contractor for that. And then when the hobby shop space became available, then he just kind of went with the dream, you know, let's make this bigger and better, you know?
And so the back of the hobby store is now half of the kitchen
Oh,
and some
wow.
offices.
Wow.
And the front half will be my fourth permit, because the back was a third permit. So the front will be a fourth permit, because anytime you affect the outside of the building in downtown Oakdale, you need to go through.
Okay. So you've got another permit to pull for the front.
And it's like 90% drawn. It's in engineering right now.
Oh, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that awning wall come off. There'll be
Oh.
windows
Good,
and-
because that's all.
Ah,
No,
that's going to be awesome.
In fact,
Well, let's go up and take a look
the
then.
entrance changes.
Yeah. Let's go and take a look. Yeah, I see you made the stairs a lot wider and a lot nicer. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So it's a
I can remember
banquet hall.
how-
There'll be room here for about
Oh,
85
look at the
people.
size of the ceiling. Well, you've gone on up with that because they were lowered, right? The ceiling that was in
This is
here.
actually the ceiling height that was here.
Was it? Yeah.
Now they had a T-bar. I take that back. There was a T-bar ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've taken the T-bar out. So
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
But that was all sheetrock. So originally that was the ceiling, and they dropped T-bar in later years.
Amazing.
When the hardware was here, they had hardwood floors in the hardware store. So that was
probably what we're seeing.
These are the original flooring, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually on this new plan. This set of doors goes away.
Oh, it does.
It's just a straight wall.
Serious.
And the new entry will be in this corner.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, it's recessed. So there's a column out there that holds all this up.
Kind of like the old First National Bank at the corner.
Exactly.
Ah, how
So
cool.
the front door will be like here.
Oh, cool. Well, that lets you get in and out of the weather a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there'll be a huge TV over there.
Oh, I'll bet.
There's soffits and a drop ceiling, and it'll just be, and see that big opening in that wall?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's two 10-foot doors, and they're huge.
Yeah.
So you can open those doors up and they'll fold flat against the wall and